Just how you doing, my mate? Guys, how we all doing today? On today's live stream, we're going to be previewing the RealCam V2 from Project Ultimate. We'll be going around the Czech Real Map. I posted a video on it early on in the day as well. So yeah, we've got around, well, at the moment we'll have around 69 kilometers. Later on we'll see if we're going to be doing any other drops. So yeah, I'm all good, man. I'm all good. It's amazing. Yeah, I would agree. So yeah, guys, we're gonna go on the way. Probably get some more people joining as well. Operating without a GPS today, so hopefully, well, it's a straight road that I'm going on now, but yeah, hopefully we should be fine with the navigating on the map. You know, if you run a laptop and it's on 1080p, the clarity might not be the same, but you should get some good results with that, since you'll be gaming in 1080p only. If you try to hook this laptop up to a TV or a monitor, it might be a little bit different, but let me just move up a little bit. And you know what I do? I've got a 144 megahertz as well. What I do, I lock my monitor to 120 and then I actually lock the in-game FPS to 60 to just get a bit better performance with it. JR MS3, how you doing, mate? Yeah, if you subscribe to Project Ultimate, I send you all the instructions. If you bought out the post, I don't see it straight away, so you just need to reach out to me for instructions, and you'll get everything in your DM. And you know what? I keep it at 60. I don't play anything higher than 60 FPS. I think it's sufficient enough. Yeah, no worries, mate. Aiden, I appreciate it, mate. I really do appreciate it. If you try to set it up in any kind of a way, I'm always open to like help out in DM if you want to send a picture of your game, or if you're unsure what kind of a setup, I don't know, even like FPS wise you should use, you can always just drop me a message in there. Mate, the hills in here are crazy. Like, I think that there's 3 sets of very high climbs, and then it goes down. But the hill itself, it's quite high. Yeah, no worries, mate. You can drop me a message at any time. Joseph Matthews, how you doing, mate? Mate, that Iveco is gonna die in a second. After that hill, there's a long stretch downhill. Yeah, the hill is pretty brutal, I would say. Quite content with how this looks in the sunny weather, so you're not only restrained to use in rain. I know that I've been posting a lot of videos from rainy drives and overcast drives, but to be honest, even with sunny weather, this looks very good. Play games. Thank you, mate. I appreciate it. Crafty, how you doing, mate? How's the day going? Starting the downhill. We'll run. Well, to be honest, I think it's like 5 to 7 kilometers just straight downhill. Lucky, how you doing, mate? If you're asking about the RealCam V2, it's not out yet. It's going to be out anytime around this weekend. Italo, how you doing, mate? If you just want to write that message in English, I'd really appreciate that. I'll be able to answer to it as well. going to turn the music down a little bit. I don't think that needs to be that loud. Okay, this downhill bit is very nice, and then it actually opens up to a bigger kind of a plane. C1 look, can I show the trucks? Nothing special, but I can show you what I drive. Just a normal Iveco. Nice Iveco, yeah. Armando, you know what, at some point I might be doing some giveaways. I've not actually thought of a way or what we could do this as, but at some point I'll be doing some giveaways as well. But I need to do that in a structured kind of a way so everyone has a chance of getting something. Works. Thank you, mate. Really appreciate it. Yes, this is the RealCam V2. Check something with the FOVF thing that we could. Well, it's 84, so it's not that bad. We could bring it down to 82. Let's see. Look at how you doing, mate. Favorite Polish guy, mate. That's an honor. How are you doing, mate? Minimal GPU for the mod. There isn't any, because I've got a person that runs this on a 1050 Ti. But to kind of make it look good, I don't know, 37. I used to run this in 3080 in 4K with some adjustments. Yeah. Alexander, appreciate it, mate. Thank you. Flodus, how you doing, mate? How's your day going? I'm just trying to adjust something. Polish the best, 100%, 100%. Very true. What's the mod for the sound? This is the Iveco sound by Craigbound. If I'm not mistaken, it's available on the Steam Workshop as well. Look, yeah, you just have to leave out any kind of weather files. Alpha Star, how you doing, mate? Alpha Star, thanks so much, mate. Meisterfire, I've got a video on my YouTube on how I install ReShade along with Snowymoon and what kind of mods I use. For this, I just use Project Next Gen Snowymoon V2 and the Project Ultimate ReShade V2. The RealCam V2, there's nothing else that I use at the moment. Yeah, the sound is very nice. I do like that. Rusty, how you doing? Yeah, the Project Ultimate weather, it's been updated for the beta, so it's just good to be used. Alpha Star, it's because Snowymoon does not actually render metallic paint correctly, so you'd have to use gloss paint to display correctly. It might be fixed in the upcoming versions, but for now, and I know that there's a lot of good metallic paints for ATS, but unfortunately they don't display correctly. Rusty, no worries, mate. What do I think about Piotr enhanced graphics? I think that I've seen some of it on YouTube. I mean, you know, everyone has their own kind of taste. You know, I don't have a set opinion on it. I don't use it. Yeah, look, I know. That's funny. You'd want to have a walk mod? Yeah, that'll be interesting. Kakus, witam. How we doing? Yeah, Alex, I'm really glad to hear that, mate. Well, we're always trying to get as close as possible if it comes to realism with ETS2 and ATS. So. Yeah, you could try combine with anything, to be honest. I mean, the only thing that you change is the weather depth. So, but then any kind of ReShade presets, you can combine this with whatever you want, to be honest. Silent Drive, how you doing, mate? So the settings that I'll be releasing with the RealCam V2, they're a bit different. They're not as drastic as the other ones. I try to do most of the work with ReShade and then slight adjustments for Snowymoon. But I'll be sharing my configs. There'll be normal pictures, just the config that I use, and then you can adjust in whatever way you want if you want to change anything. Alpha, I'm on 158 at the moment, just so I can use the map. David, I'm using the RealCam V2. It releases, well, I'll try to release it any time from the 8th to the 10th of May, so over the weekend. Silent Drive, if you bought the post will include another, I don't know, like 2 or 3 presets, so the post will just get new updates to it. So if I don't change the release post, so whatever you got there, you will have access to the files. Look, 100%, it looks very good, mate. The you could say that all of the textures have been reworked. Like even look at the asphalt that I'm driving on now. It just looks crazy, you know. Okay, I need to see. Well, we're still going straight. Yeah, we've still got quite a lot, so we're fine. Silent Drive, this is D. C will look like that. David, well, I'm using the V2. It's not out yet, but this will be the heavy lens sharp with the dash cam text at the bottom. But when I was on RealCam V1, I was using the heavy lens sharp. Well, I always use the sharp ones. To be honest, well, C is not bad, but I think I just kind of got used to D. Yeah, no worries, mate. As I said, I'll try to release it as soon as possible. I've got most of the pack ready now. I just need to do one bit of extra tutorial on how to add one texture that I made for the dashcam kind of setting. To unload, you get all of the Snowymoon settings once they're all done in the RealCam V2 pack. They'll be shared as a config. Silent Drive, well, let's see. The C is not bad. I mean, I can see why someone would prefer C, because it still looks good. GS22, dzięki wielkie, dzięki. David, I'll have a look, mate. So, I think that if I would not be using PNG, I would I'll probably use C, but with PNG I prefer D, so that's how it goes. To unload, this is the phone mod by Volley. You've got a whole accessory pack on the SCS form from Volley. Yeah, no worries, mate. Adolf, how you doing, mate? David, I was born in Poland and I grew up in Canada. I live in the UK. That's a mix. But yeah, but we're originally from Poland. C1 load, nie ma sprawy. Romania is nice. I tried it. Well, I'm planning to visit at some point. I've been planning to visit Romania for a few months now, but whenever I'm actually close to visiting it, something comes up. So. Silent drive. Do you actually drive in real life though? Gunja Park, thanks so much, mate. I appreciate it. Tanner, how you doing, mate? All the way down from Turkey. David, 100%. I mean, you know, I've spent a lot of time on the Romania map 1-to-1. I've also kind of virtually went around Romania on Google Maps, you know, and discovered it a little bit. So I'd want to visit that in real life. You know. Silent drive, I see. Drive a pickup truck. Jovan Hayden, all the way down from Serbia, mate. I'll try to get a sip of my coffee without breaking the camera, which is always a struggle to be honest. You know, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. Dr. Small, how you doing, mate? Silent drive, okay. That's a good way of taking the stress off, to be honest. Dr. Small, thank you, mate. Really appreciate it. Genry, how you doing, mate? Mihail is very happy because of the horn. You know what, because you're probably an expert in horns. Does that horn sound good or not? How does it sound? Because I've never actually compared any like real life horns. Silent drive, I see, mate. Yeah, 100%. I think that when Balkans dropped, they introduced some very nice terrains. David, not directly. I've not done any work on the Romania map 1-to-1, but I've helped with promoting the map, of testing some of the bits in there. So. Dr. Smo, it's not released yet. I'm trying to release it within the next 2 days. I'm in a part now where I've got a few people that play on 1080p, 2K and 4K, and I've got different kind of feedback now. I'm trying to make this in a way that everyone, nonetheless, if they play on 1080p, 2K or 4K, they should get a good result. Not the same, because you're unable to get the same result on a 1080p than on 4K, but clarity-wise, you should get a similar result. Silent Drive, yes, I'm using a SimMagic Alpha wheel, but you can pick up a Logitech, you know, Logitech G29, inexpensive wheel will do the job, and it's probably better than a keyboard, you know. David, you know what, it's a bit expensive, but it's very good. Like the amount of times I've been driven those highways, and it's, yeah, game changer. I don't upscale it, I just run it in 4K. Gunja Park, the rain add-on has been released today for ATS. David, you know what? If it comes to highway driving, because like we've got highways on the SCS 1 to 19 maps, but if you actually want to feel like you're driving on a real highway, Romania map 1 to 1. Like Czech Real Map, we're driving, and like it's a good map as well, and it has highway parts. But if we're talking about, I don't know, 200 or 300 kilometers of a highway in one piece, then Romania map 1 to 1, it's just the top. Illegal, hi there, mate. You got some country roads in there as well. If you, well, even like Czech Real Map, the road that I'm driving on now, it's very nice as well. But what Romania map does very well with the new roads, and they're rebuilding the old ones, is the narrow roads. So most of the country roads will actually have narrow roads included. Different experience to driving just a normal standard SCS road. If I'm not mistaken, the SCS road is 12 meters wide, and the Romanian map 1 to 1, it's 8 meters. So, like in here, you could, well, even in Romania, you probably see some sections of the roads that is actually this wide. But then most of the country roads in any other country in Europe will have 8-meter roads. Savage Affix, well, you'll be looking at a limited experience if you only want to use ReShade and Weather 2.7. I mean, you can make it look, well, you make it look way better than the base game. But if you're talking about Snowymoon's render to vegetation and all, you get a better result, but not with if you were to use, I don't know, PNG Project Ultimate Weather or Snowymoon. Here they go, this is Lightning D. Sergeant Mike, yes, I'm using Toby Airtrack. My Toby's been playing up lately, like, I don't know if it's the way it sits just above the wheel, or it's just not recognizing my face, because the way I sit, it has just a little bit of space to actually pick up my face above the wheel, so I'll need to be considering on changing the setup that I've got. Who's there ever drinking? That's what I'm telling you, because look, whenever I'm moving my wheel, like the it will just move. It will move slightly, you know. Normally when you just stay still, it will not move. But David, I really appreciate it, mate. What is that? Where are we at the moment? Kunovice. Still got quite a lot on this road. We'll be doing some highway driving today as well. Echo God, thank you so much, mate. You've done a good job with how it looks as well. Always top content. Actually have to be watching out for the we'll still got a few minutes, but I'll need to properly enter the highway. I don't want to go past it. Nathan, how you doing, mate? Roman RTX, how you doing, mate? How's your day going? Agrabot, how's your day going as well? David, I'm driving on the Czech Real Map. It used to be called Mayu Map. Brazil as well, yeah? Sending love to Brazil then. Okay, we've got one other, I don't know, 2 minutes on this road. I'm fine without a GPS if I'm just driving on a straight road, but then when we need to change up the road, I don't want to miss it. David, I'll trust you with that. If I ever get a chance to visit, I'll try to go to those places. Roman RTX, I had a look on your map. It looks amazing because I think it's the biggest off-road map that I've ever seen. At some point, I might actually have a go at it. Trusting a random subscriber. Yeah, but it's not like you recommend me a city to go to. It's not like anything's gonna happen. That's what I was talking about when I said that I need to know where I'm going, because this highway entry, it's very, well, it's not confusing, but it's a bit more complicated. David, I'm glad, mate, I'm glad. Okay, we're taking the left. Yeah. Mate, that is the longest highway entry. Roman, I'm glad that you found something that you like, mate. That's what it's all about, to actually find something that we feel content with. V3 is also quite clear, very direct preset. If people like clarity, then this one probably suits them good. David, I'm on DLSS. DLSS quality. You know what? TAA clarity adds a lot of distortion to the screen. Even normal TAA, in my opinion, is better than the clarity version. Even DLAA would be well, TAA will get the least performance hit, then you've got DLAA, and DLSS will be the heaviest one. Yeah, I would consider DLAA and DLSS. Sergeant Mike, you know what? I would love to have a Montana map or Idaho map in like 1-to-1 scale. That would be crazy. I grew up in Edmonton, Canada, so kind of plains-like place as well. A little bit similar. So I would love to drive in something like that. Echo Bravo, can't wait for the preset. Yeah, mate, it's coming soon. The only thing that kind of bugs me with the 1-to-19 scales is just that the highways, they do not actually have the real kind of a scale. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, to be honest, I use my presets on other games as well. Some of them need tweaking for certain games, but I do use them across different games. I appreciate the feedback, mate. I'll be bringing an update for the Project Ultimate Weather as well. There's a lot of things that... It was the first time I was doing something like that, but there's a few things that I disliked about how I went about that. So the second version will be much better than the first one. I think the first one is good as well, but the second one will bring better addition. breaking the camera. What's funny, I know that my Tobii eye tracker sits a bit differently now. Back in the day, if I would just move anything across my face, it would just go nuts. David, at some point, yes, on my stream. I've actually done a live stream from Rainy Web on Romania Map 2 or 3 weeks ago. I'm not that consistent with the streaming. I've been traveling quite a lot lately. But at some point I'll probably revisit Romania with in rainy conditions as well. Okay, how do I get off from this highway then? Okay, I'm hearing that people are subscribing because I see the notification, but I don't actually see who's subscribing. I'll need to fix that. I knew that there's something off about that because it's a different highway exit. Oh wow. It's actually a bump. I'm excited, mate. David, where would you like to drive on the default map? Nordics, West Balkans. Some parts of Germany are nice. Antox, I appreciate it, mate. Thank you. Benelux is nice as well. But then, when I've got a choice of driving a 1-to-1 versus the default map, I'll choose 1-to-1 every time. Sever, thanks so much, mate. Really appreciate it. You like Italy, Black Sea, and Greece? Yeah, Greece is nice as well, yeah. Yes, I do, yes. Well, a bit tweaked in changed, but yeah. Yeah, I have to admit that when they've done Greece, it's very detailed. Well, like any DLC that they release now, they don't release bad-looking DLCs or reworks now. Everything that they release looks alright. That Toby is driving me crazy. Like, I'm not even moving now, but the camera's still moving. I need to readjust my phone quick. One of the goals that I'll set myself is to actually get a second monitor so I can read the chat properly and not actually have it done on my phone. You know what? Regarding the DLCs, when they released Black Sea, that's still not that kind of a detail that they add now. Black Sea's pretty old DLC at this point. I'll say that everything from West Balkans on is done with better details. Previous ones, like Black Sea or Iberia, like Spain and Portugal, then I mean they look alright. You can still drive it. They don't look as good as the new ones, for obvious reasons. S7 search. Hi there, mate. This is the Volley add-on from Steam. Sorry, not Steam. SCS forum. Alexander, if you'd wanna write that message in English, I'd appreciate it. There's no way for me to translate a message now. David, 100%. I'm really not trying to crash you. Volley. VOLLI. If you type in SCS forum and just type in volley, you should find it with no issues. I think they were just, yeah, we're just gonna go straight. Alexandra, see you, mate. Oh, good, mate. David, don't worry about that. I got everything under control. We ain't gonna crash today. Productions. Czeska mapa jest warta 140, ta mapa jest warta 500 zł. David, not often, but from time to time I would, yeah. I had a few crashes. Still got 8 kilometers now. So how long did it take us to travel? Hour and 3 minutes, that's not bad. Patrick, how you doing, mate? Hello from work. You know, I'll have a look at that license plate after live stream. David, that's a crazy story, mate. I live in London, so that could happen somewhere around me. David, I do not have an answer for that question. Just Romanians. I think it's people of all nationalities that, you know. It's up to a person. V2 looks great. 100%, mate. 100%. Okay, next exit. Maybe that could be true, yeah. Patrick, it's the Czech Real Map. David, I'll take your word for it, mate. Patrick, you on the map? What's my favorite food? Probably sushi. Sushi or steak? Kielbasa. Yeah, the kielbasa is nice. With onions. Fried kielbasa with onions. Yes. Patrick, I know that you got enough onions in there, man. I know that. David, thanks so much for being on the live stream today, mate. You have a good evening, yeah? C1 load, 100%, mate. I do like kielbasa with onions. 2 tons will be fine. 2 tons will last me at least 6 months, you know. David, thanks so much again, mate. Why are you stopping? Thank you. No need. Eric, thanks so much, mate. Sounds like a Renault? Hey, God knows what they were recording that on. Maybe they were recording a Renault. C7 Surgery, 100%, mate. 100%. I'm looking forward to coaches. Like, I don't mind just driving a truck. Truck is fine for me, but coaches will be something different. Eric, you hear it on the blinkers, man. I do not know trucks that well, so I'm just gonna trust you on it. I wish that I would have that kind of a knowledge that I would just know where blinkers are, mate. That we come to Poland, Holland and pick. Yes, I'll mind you to do that, mate. See one lot. No, we're gonna be driving the Iveco for the rest of the live stream. Might do Actress MP4 in the next one. Here's the official header, mate. I'm using Lightning D at the moment. Yeah, S7 Surge, yeah. I'm looking forward to be honest. Eric, you downloading PNG now? Very good choice. To be honest, I don't know, I kind of like Lightning D at the moment. Okay, I'll not be parking it from this camera, yeah, so we're just gonna... Eric, I always use ReShade, so I'll recommend them. Okay. We could go there, but then we're just gonna go down south. I don't know if we'll actually be able to complete the full job. Where's the pickup for that? Okay, so if we're taking that, we're just gonna take it down south. Those are Iveco blinkers? Man, I wouldn't know, so I'm just trusting you with it. Or drive a little bit. So we'll be going through here. Well, I guess that they have a specific sound to them then. because I do not want to mess up the road. Second exit. So we'll have an hour and 30 minutes. I don't know if we're going to do a full route, but we'll 100% get to the hilly side of it, because we're going to be going up the hill and then down the hill again, just as in the beginning of the drive. Different place, but similar kind of a terrain. Albert, hi there, mate. Thank you a lot. Yeah, this will be the final version at the moment, with the added text at the bottom. There'll be a version with the text and without text, but pretty much this should be the final version now. I still got a couple of bits to add to it and to add to the pack, but because there'll be 6 different variants, and then each of these variants will have a extra sharp, or smooth version to it. And the guy in front of me took off. it was going 50 all the time, but then he just took off straight away. Just for the camera, just to set up my phone. Should be fine now. I think your RTX 3050 will survive. If you make certain adjustments with the game, then yeah. If you're running, well, I guess you're running 1080p. Yeah, with some adjustments, you can make it happen. And why I say that, because there's one person that uses a 1050 Ti and he makes it work. Of course, there's, you know, he makes a lot of adjustments to it, but yeah, I guess you can run it on anything. Well, actually, you're talking about 4K, that 3050 would cry then. Yeah, 100%. To be honest, I've never had a AMD graphics card. I scraped the truck. Hopefully it doesn't have that much damage though. But the speed limit is 130 kilometers. No way. It's down to 80. Got like 5 to 10 minutes on this highway, and then we're going to be going on the country road as well. Diesel engine, how you doing, my mate? Once I'm finished streaming, I'll have a look at it. I bet that looks amazing, mate. I've read your mind. To get off from this highway is way easier than to actually get on it in that point. I mean, if you're driving with a GPS on your screen, then it's all good. Without a GPS, it's a bit more problematic. Actually, I'm not going to go on the left lane because I'm going to be getting off very soon. Let's head 1 kilometer then. Got a bit too close. Diesel engine 100%, mate. 100%. Few small details can just outweigh the whole result. Diesel engine, I fully agree, mate. Dying up the hill again. Diesel engine, it's very nice to hear that. I really appreciate it. Apologies for the camera. Trying to have a sip of my coffee. mistaken, we're going to start the uphill section very soon. Well, it's been uphill all the time now, but there's even a more hilly terrain ahead. I don't even know if that truck is gonna make it up the hill. Diesel engine 100%, mate. When it's done, send it over. I want to have a look at it as well. Big bar behind it, mate. Looks amazing. 100%. Out of music. Should be. Wait. I'll need to change that playlist, but I've been saying that for a long time now. Diesel engine, I drive a truck very carefully. Just kind of try to drive it as I would actually drive it. So. But you know what? Not when I'm adjusting reshades, you know, when I'm adjusting stuff, that truck is all over the place. Surprised with the performance of the Iveco, you know, because it's actually doing better in a very hilly terrain than it did before, where this is very steep. Reggie, how do mate? If you'd want to ask that question in English, I'll be able to answer it. I've got no way to translate it at the moment. Diesel engine said that I've been driving the truck carefully. Well, that's out of the window now. Yeah, well, the camera have angles to whatever you want to set it at. You can set the camera to whatever, like when you go to camera menu. You can do whatever you want with it. You can really set it in whatever way you want it. Diesel engine, 100%. If it's paired with good FOV, the speed looks good. Sergio, you're looking at, well, PNG will cost around €25. Snowymoon will cost you €1 a month. The Project Ultimate is $5.99 for everything that is released. So I don't know, around €35. Ultra, 100%. I know. Well, no one drives like this. This is not an actual view of the driver. This is more like a dashcam kind of a view. Yeah, Adrian, you can set it to whatever you like. To be honest, like you can still use a normal camera, but the options are endless. Flawless Dragon, just coming back to your comment, how well does this perform? It depends on your setup. It's really tough to say, because even with Snowymoon will get the biggest kind of a performance hit, and it depends what rendering you use as well. If you use TAA, it's not going to have as much as a performance loss as DLSS, so it's all about what you actually run. Ultra, so you buy a yearly subscription for the map. I think that the one at Iveco is like €20, and you get all of the updates within the year that you paid for. Yeah, no worries, mate. Sergio, no worries, mate. Hi there, mate. How's your day going? Okay guys, because there's no way that would actually finish the route. Just gonna call it a day now. So guys, we've done a few routes, or 2 routes, and a Czech Real Map with the Project Ultimate RealCam V2 preview version. Guys, the presets will be coming out in the next 2-3 days. I would like to thank everyone who decided to join the live stream, left a like and interacted in any kind of way. Guys, thank you so much again, and I'm going to see you in the next one.